I mean, sisters are competing with their hijab. It's a shame today. And then we'll talk about brothers. Sisters and brothers are competing. Okay, who has the biggest walima in his wedding? And they end up delaying their weddings for 2 years, 3 years, falling in sins. Alhamdulillah, I did not fall in zina. Oh, so what? Yeah, some porn movies. Worse than the zina 100 times. Fall in the zina and don't watch porn movies. Absolutely. Because that's encouraging the zina itself. Absolutely. If you have to choose between one of them, watching a porn movie or actually doing the zina, wal'iyadu billah, if I am given the choice, you have to commit one of the two sins. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from both. But one evil is less than the other evil. Really doing the zina physically with a human being is much less harmful than watching 10 seconds of a porn movie. طيب? And they keep doing this is ilm. Why? Ask the question. Don't look at each other. Look at me and ask the question. That's why we have a teacher in this room. Yes, because when you watch that, you are approving what they are doing. So it is zina by participation. It's not only your zina, it's their zina that comes on you. And more than that, when you watch that, every time you open a video, what happens in the internet world? That video becomes what? More famous. You help it spread more. So that's why those videos are starting bumping in front of us, and the 7-year-old girl goes and her father just a competition wants to say la plus belle fleur. As soon as she said la plus belle F, I don't want to tell you what happened. What is the word that showed in the line number 1? She did not understand the word, she clicked it, and here you are. The porn movie right in front of her. This is something that happened in a very pious family, subhanAllah. She just wanted her dad to okay, la plus belle fleur romande. La plus belle fleur romande, la plus belle F, and all the way it gives you the choices. Why? Because of the more you consume something, the more it becomes, the more you help it spread. Yes, that's yes.
Small question. May Allah protect us from both.
Ameen.
You said the zina, first of all,
لبيك السلام عليكم.
والزاني والزانية تجلد كل واحد منهما. It's about the word zina, right?
نعم.
So what the Quran mentions and what you are saying that zina of like image, not work of
Now, did that image happen during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? It's new. It's a dam mustahdath. It's a new thing. We are talking about there are things in the fiqh called qiyas, you see? And the scholars of our time, those who are really scholars, they are saying that that's more dangerous. It's not about, because if the other zina, you can be purified after 100 lashes, you can tell me, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from those, but you can ask those who watch those movies, how many years have gone since the last movie they have watched, and still they can see those images when they make sujood ibrita. Right? We are talking about the danger. We are talking about the potential of the danger. It's not to judge people. It's really to build that momentum in the heart of those who are doing it. Inshallah, from those who are watching, inshallah, may they watch this. Okay? And please, when you put it on YouTube, put porn movie also in it. You know, when you create the vocabulary, don't say shamayil. Because when you say shamayil, only those who understand what is shamayil are going to do. If you want to do your tabligh enough, put the keywords, put good keywords. Put porn movie on this halaqah, so everyone who clicks to watch a porn movie, he sees my face talking about this. How about that? That's a good da'wah. Honestly. Put porn movie for Muslims. Here you are. That's a successful way of making da'wah, honestly. Because they do the opposite. Go and put Muhammad or Quran or something like that and you will have irrelevant things come to you because they do the opposite, honestly, they know. They know. They target. Really? You have to target your audience out of rahmah, out of help. I know and I believe and I know that no one here really had that horrible experience. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. But if anyone had, it's not real, it's not true at this time. Anyway, inshallah. But, you know, it's not really to make you feel, or to make those who are watching feel like, oh, what you did cannot be forgiven. Astaghfirullah, no. But really because they did that because they thought it's nothing, or they thought it's just, you know, it's less harm than that. No. We have to build that. الخوف صوت يسوق ويعوق. الخوف, that fear is an energy that you need to create within yourself that will help you to tell yourself, no, I'm not going to do it. You will hear these words, it's better. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam about al-ghiba, he said something like this. You know, ghiba, he said, it is worse than 30 times making zina in Islam. Backbiting one time. Backbiting one time. استطالة الرجل في عرض أخيه المؤمن. استطالة الرجل في it's one kind of ghiba. It's not any backbiting. It's not like the backbiting saying, oh, she's not very beautiful, or he's not a good scholar or something like that. But even that's like eating her flesh or his flesh alive. Okay? But there is worse ghiba. That's what you see. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam uses this. It's an art of tabligh to really make you hate that. Really hate that. I'm not going to do this. Astaghfirullah. You understand? So he said about استطالة الرجل في عرض أخيه المؤمن أو المرأة كذا. Someone starts talking about the arv of his brother or his sister, or her brother or her sister. You know what? The arv? The arv is the honor. It's a very particular type of backbiting. When you start talking about the honor, for example, a man comes and says, you know what his wife was doing last night? Or the sister comes, you know what her daughter was doing last night? This is arv. Or even, you know what she was doing? It's arv. هذا عرض. Something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even if it is true, something Allah protected. And استطالة رجل في عرضه. When you start talking about the arv, the honor of your brother or your sister, perhaps Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in the hadith, it is worse than 30 times zina in Islam. Not any zina. And he said it in a word like you want the earth to smash on you and not saying it. He said, and the least of them, like one doing zina with his own mother. It's telling you it's awful. It's just to tell you it's awful. It's really bad. Don't go there. If we have to choose between one zina or 30 ones, the least of them is like astaghfirullah, like, you know, absolutely one. That's from where I will say. But inshallah, may Allah protect you because if you ask Allah to protect you, He will protect you. Why the young people, they fell into that sin, especially Muslims, because I'm trying to give the you see, because the antidote, because they got another thing. Yeah, that's less than doing that. And many brothers who came to me and said, But I discovered that when I wanted to protect myself from zina, so I went there. It doesn't protect you. So you have to answer, it doesn't protect you. More than that, it makes you more vulnerable, and it kills you, and it eats your mind, it eats your brain. Just make tawbah, and that's it. It's actually to encourage people to make tawbah. It's not to make them despair from the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not at all. Not at all. It's to encourage people to make tawbah and to give them the way of the tawbah. We keep repeating it until you understand it is ugly. You understand it is ugly.